It's Sunday. We've been busy today. Well, not as much me as him. He's been busier. My aprons are in the wash. I apologize for Mr. Dinky Doo. He's being very annoying right now. He is behind me. Let me show you Mr. Dinky Doo. This is Mr. Dinky Doo. He's a very cute kitty, but he wants to go outside. And I told him no, he cannot go outside. But he's not listening. So he's sitting by the door and he's meowing. But he's very cute. Okay. I'll wash my hands and then we will cook again. Okay. So, we were busy today. We worked outside. And we didn't have a laundry party last night like we were supposed to. So we're going to have a laundry party today. And we got some stuff done. And it's late. And I need to start cooking. And I've never made these. So tonight we're going to have, it's L and H. And I'm going to make ham pies. I've never made a ham pie. And I'm going to put lentils in them with my meat. So I had this whole fancy idea of what I wanted to do, and then I looked at the clock, or I was outside, and I had like sticks in my butt crack, seriously, because I was sitting in the dirt. And I had to take a shower. So we're just going to do this different now. We're going to do some ground beef I have in my freezer. I have a bunch of baby carrots, part of a bell pepper, and a tomato in here. I have some leeks, part of a shallot. The lentils are cooking. And then pie crust from the food pantry. And I did have 2 of them. And yep, Sherman. Because I was outside and he was outside with us playing ball. But then he started barking because he doesn't think people should be able to walk on the street without telling us. So then he got in trouble and had to come inside. And Josh didn't realize I had the pie crust on the counter because Sherman was with me. And then Sherman was like, oh, I want to make a pie. See what? I love pie. And then, so now we have 1 for everybody. Thanks, Sherman. I almost just didn't do a video again because of that. So I need to start cooking. Oh, my oil. I forgot my oil. Oh, mandatory close-up of my face. Okay. So let's start making this. I got some oil. Let me flip you. Oh, and I was canning all day. That's what I was doing. I'll show you. I was working on this. So I canned all of the juice that I juiced. Well, I think I have like 3 more left. I need to get that going again. And then I made jam. And then, don't even look at my table right now. My projects that I had going on. And we're cleaning out the fridge. And then I have my dehydrator going with blueberries in there. So that's what I did today. And that's all my canning stuff just on the table for right now. He's working on that, getting that cleaned up for me. But I'm almost done. I have 4 more bags left. Or 6. But that's compared, I've processed a lot of them. I've been, like, my fingernails were purple for a couple days. Anyways, okay. There's the lentils. Let's get this cooking. Sorry, Sky. Sky's by my feet. Okay, that is on. I'm going to throw in the shallot and the leeks. And then I have 2 cloves of garlic also cut up. And we'll throw those in a minute. Usually I try to have that part done because, see? But, Dinky, you can't go outside. Because you're not neutered yet. Because when you had your appointment, what did you do? You ran away for a week. Yeah, remember when we just moved here and then you got out? So he had his appointment. I've talked about it before. He had an appointment to get neutered. Him and Zeus went. We're gonna go. We're supposed to go. And he got out of the house somehow. Well, not somehow. The dogs all got out a couple times too because one, it's a new house, and two, there's a downstairs door to the front. It almost looks like we live in like a duplex because the doors for the basement and for the upstairs are right above each other. So it almost looks like it's a two house duplex thingy. And that door the biggest one kept forgetting to shut it somehow. And then the guys, we had the vents cleaned and that guy forgot to shut the door. So the dogs got out a couple times. Thankfully, I caught them I saw them in the front, but still, that's terrifying. But he got out on his appointment and then didn't come home for a few days. I don't know, he probably got lost. And now he wants to go outside because he's crazy. But he can't because he has to have another appointment. He got out again, which is still why. So he got out the first time during his appointment and then he came back and he was here for a while. And then he, right when Bane passed away, he got out then again. Because he's real quick and he sneaks out that door. There's like a door, that's the front door. Okay. That's the guy. That's a scooter. But he sneaks out when your hands are full with kids. He got out one other time and now he thinks since he's been a free man twice in his life, he deserves to live the life he wants. He can't, so he's mad at me. He's been crying all day. I'm gonna add this in now. Some of these leek pieces are kind of big. That's okay. I'm gonna grab my ground beef and my spices. I'm not sure what I want to put in this yet. The lentils are just flavored with some beef stock. This is beef from, 2 years ago. 2 years ago probably when we bought it's been a while. When did we buy the cow?
2 years ago?
It was about, yeah. So we still have some left though. I cut the biggest one's hair and after I took a shower and now I'm itchy. So it's been in the deep freezer. It still tastes fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. Nobody's gonna die. But it's leaner meat. And I'm down to probably, so we had bought it thinking, we bought half a cow. And we were supposed to go in with some friends. And then they flaked after I purchased them. Or I put the down payment. So thankfully someone else bought some of it off of us. But, oh my gosh, I had so much meat. We were selling it to people we knew. Thank you. Because it was crazy. But so we had a lot. And I think I'm down to my last few rolls of it, of the ground beef. And I have a couple of roasts left. It might have, I don't know. It was when we had, you could buy half a cow money. It was when we were both still working and we were taking care of the older woman in our house, which we did get paid for. It was, I don't know if I've talked about it, but it's almost like a foster care situation for disabled people. But you're called a host parent. And they pay, instead of the state paying for them to live in a group home or a facility, the state pays their rent to you, and they determine what that is, and then they give you a food stipend. So it's not like we were making a bazillion dollars, but it did bring in some money. But it was very hard. It was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done.
Would we do it again?
No, we've done it twice. So she wasn't even supposed to be in a host home. She had a lot of problems. She couldn't walk by the end. She pretty much got placed with us because of my CNA past, but she couldn't hear, she couldn't see. She was very aggressive. She had the cognitive ability of a 3-4-year-old. She had heart problems, prediabetes. There was a very long list. And she had, someone in her old group home had broken in and abused her in a sexual manner. And this was during the beginning of COVID. And so masks really scared her. But we had people in and out of the house because she was on hospice. She would scream at the top of her lungs for the whole day. Even the neighbor came over, and I think they thought we were murdering someone in our home. I'm not trying to be funny when I say that. He literally came over and asked if everything was okay. And I'm surprised he didn't call the police. Because she would scream, "Help me." And she would scream, "Heidi," which also sounded like "help me." But it wasn't all bad. She was with us for a while. It was not all bad. It taught us a lot of lessons. It taught us what our limits are. It taught us a lot of patience, more patience. And then there was
with each other.
Patience with each other, yes. That
was a good one.
And knowing when you needed to be done. Like when you needed to say, I need a break. Because she hit too. She liked him more than me. But she would like hit me and call me names. And it had to be like, hey, I can't help her right now. We need to switch because I'm losing my patience. And then there were those moments where she would just look at you and say, "Thank you, I love you," and your heart melted because she was still just a cute old lady. And she wound up passing away. They finally decided she was too much to be in a home. Like she required too much care because she could not be left alone at all.
And the day she left, the lady they sent to help you take her.
Yeah, and I'm pregnant, and they send a lady to come help me take her, and she's as old as Anne. Her name was Anne. She's as old as her, and about half my height, and then told me, well, they said you don't have stairs. And I said, well, she can't walk. And she's like, well, you're not supposed to have stairs. And I was like, what do you want me to do? I have them. I didn't just grow them for today. I didn't just install them this morning to make today more difficult for you. So I'm pregnant and I carried her down the stairs. I'm going to put the vegetables in. So yeah.
You were like 8 months pregnant?
I was. Because
that was October.
Yeah, it was October. So I delivered in November. And she couldn't figure out how to get her outside, so I'm like, I'll just carry her. And I did because
I just barely started my job.
Yeah, and he had just started a new job, his new job where he's at now. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? She just kept saying like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm like, well, this is not being productive.
Call it actual CNA.
But we knew that when she left, like she was probably going to go downhill pretty fast, and she did, and it was really sad. And we went to her funeral when she passed.
Her family said that she'd never been.
Yep. So she had no family that anyone knew of, and then they found this like long lost cousin who was Dinky. Oh, thank you, Elsie. Who was a doctor. But his wife, they had 3 little kids, and they would come and visit us, and we like became this crazy family. And they said that no one had ever loved her like we did, and she had never had the care like with us. It was to the point that she was only getting her brief changed twice a day at her other place, and she wound up getting kicked out of there for being aggressive, which they didn't tell us. So.
Didn't she pull somebody's hair?
Yeah, she pulled someone's hair out of their head, like a big chunk. So, yeah. That was Anne. And we had her picture on our fridge until we moved here. I like to think that when she went to heaven, she had all the ice cream. She loved ice cream.
And Diet Coke.
And Diet Coke. But she couldn't have a lot of Diet Coke because of her heart problem. So we had to tell her we would run out.
You drank it all.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the store.
And she loved sandwiches. And she had no teeth. But she could eat a sandwich. This is like the memorial of Anne, or memory of Anne.
Episode?
Yeah. Sometimes we think about her and we talk about her a lot. I mean, she was a huge part of our lives she was only with us, she came in July and left in October. So she was with us for,
She just likes how it smells.
she found lotion. Oh, speaking of little stinkers, so we finally figured out how to trap her so she can't get her diaper off, her sleep sack off to get her diaper off. How did she take her diaper off in her sleep sack today? Riddle me that. So of course her whole bed was wet. This little girl is determined to not wear a diaper, but she doesn't know how to not go potty on her bed. So I'm like, you can not wear, that's fine, but you can't go potty on your bed. Okay. Those are our basic 4. I think I'm going to do this kind of like a stew flavoring. So thyme, rosemary, parsley. Let me turn that down. There's still blueberry juice everywhere. Everywhere. Some oregano. My jam is really good though. I've never made jam before. And I am pretty impressed with myself. I did follow a recipe the first time around. That was mint, that last one. But I think I did pretty good. I don't know, it tastes good. I mean, it tastes like sugar because that's what jam is. It's sugar, which I never realized until the last time I tried to make it. Okay, I'm going to throw the lentils in. And I think Weeping Willow Homestead just did an awesome video on how to sprout lentils. And I think I'm going to do some for my chickens just because I have a lot. And I think that they'll really enjoy that. They liked their blueberry treat. And then I accidentally, when I was dumping the blueberries, my white chicken, Peep, she ran under me. So now she has like a red head, a blueberry colored head. So, yeah. Oh, that's what I did today too. I went out and held all of the chickens and I talked to them about, we wanted to build like a tunnel off of their coop that'll be covered. So they can explore like up the hill on that side. Their coop their run is smaller than we would like, but the other one, like I said, broke. So it was just getting it together. And now we're working on the tunnel that will come off and it'll go up the hill along the fence and along the back. So they have like the whole yard pretty much, but they're protected and can't escape because one of them escaped to the front yard one day and laid an egg in the front yard. Which was pretty funny. I'm going to do a little bit more salt. And I think I'm going to do some Worcestershire sauce. That's good. Oh wait, I have a lentil in my throat. I'm gonna grab some tomato paste. It's the end of the night and I'm editing this video and I'm very tired and I'm sitting on my heating pad. So I was like finding treasures in the backyard. A lot of stuff is like overgrown and hidden. It's really weird. But I was like standing all crazy and now my body doesn't like it. What is this? What? See, it's just, it doesn't get any better throughout the day. What, like, I look like the Statue of Liberty. Anyways, I don't know what happened to the video. It just stopped recording, but I didn't know that because I was mid-sentence. So I put in some tomato puree, thickened it up a little bit. It was really good, but it didn't film me making the ham pies. And since I only had one circle, they're kind of tiny. They were maybe the size of my palm, and I have child size hands. Like I have to wear children's mittens. So she's supposed to be sleeping. It's 8:34 p.m. But she's just hanging out in her bed. Excuse me. So I made 3 and then 2 odd shaped ones, but they're fun to try. I don't know if it's worth the hassle of like trying to like keep your bread from being eaten or your dough. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it again. I felt like they were a little dry as well after baking. So maybe they need to have like a thicker sauce on them or something. Maybe I should try a recipe. Maybe that would have been a good idea, but that's not how we roll. So anyways, it comes back with me plating dinner. Life. It is what it is. See you tomorrow. I have the corn going. The pies should be done soon, I think. And then I'm going to make these mashed potatoes. Literally, you boil water, milk, and you put them in. I put some salt, pepper, and buttery herb seasoning. And I have some leftover mac and cheese from lunch that the big one was supposed to eat. So she's getting that warmed up with some milk so it's nice and creamy. She said pizza bagel, but then I saw that. And I said, nope, I'm not cooking it again. I'm not cooking something else again. So, I'm going to be a mean mom today. I'm just waiting for this. I do like half milk, half water. And I keep eating this mixture. It's really good. But I got really quiet. I think everybody's ready to eat. This is how they look. I don't know how they taste yet. We will see. So this is dinner. There's anyone over the age of 11's plate. These are pretty small, but it'll be fun to try. So I just made mashed potatoes with that over the top, kind of like a shepherd's pie type vibe. Half a piece of corn. There's the big kids and the middle kids and the baby kids. Thanks for cooking with me. I will see you later, best friend. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Hello. Look at your one little tooth.